All right, let's talk through these issues tonight with us. Senate Republican Conference Chair and physician, Senator John Barrasso of Wyoming. Welcome back, Senator. Good to see you.
Great to be with you, Shannon. Thank you.
All right, I want to start with that comment by your colleague across the aisle, Senator Chris Murphy, who said if the president isn't out there, he's got to rely on surrogates, and that includes Vladimir Putin. That's part of the reaction tonight. What do you say?
Well, what I heard from that whole group, it's disturbing, it's disgusting, and this is what you're hearing online, basically, and on air from the far left. Some of them are actually celebrating the fact that the president has been diagnosed with coronavirus. Shannon, most decent people in America and around the world tonight are sending great thoughts and prayers from all over for the president and for the first lady for a speedy recovery. But as a doctor, let me tell you, I've been to that unit at Walter Reed. The president is right where he should be. It is a great place for him to be able to work, as well as to rest, as well as to be monitored, because this Regeneron, the new medication that he's taken to increase his immune system, is something that's still experimental, should be monitored. But as your previous doctors had talked about, one who had been the president's physician, and I've traveled overseas with the president, he has an incredible amount of energy. In some ways, he was born with a turbocharger. So most people recover fully from the disease, and I expect the president will as well.
Okay, there's been a lot of questions today, too, as a number of other members of the Senate have tested positive. Others will probably go through testing in coming days about congressional testing and the people who are up on the Hill. Jake Sherman over at Politico tweets this: Congress needs testing. This is not a partisan topic. Mike Lee was with Amy Coney Barrett this week. He was around all of us reporters, too. This is crazy, he says. Here's a question I'm curious about. Does Amy Coney Barrett need to quarantine? How about the senators who were in close proximity of her and Meadows? Her confirmation starts in 10 days. So a lot to break down there, but let's start with this idea of testing on Capitol Hill. Do you think it should be more aggressive with members, with staffers, with visitors?
Well, number one, we've been working very closely with the Capitol physician on the best practices to go forward. Very early on, they offered the Senate and the House testing when there weren't enough tests available around the country. But now when we're at approaching 1 million tests a day, I think we need to revisit that policy to make sure that members as well as the staff can get routinely tested. And the whole Capitol Hill complex is still on quite a bit of a lockdown, so there really aren't visitors on Capitol Hill at this time.
Okay, so what about this idea of the Senate Judiciary Committee? So far, we've got 2 GOP members who have tested positive. The hearing starts on October 12th. That is the date. There are those who say that it's possible for those senators to Skype in or to Zoom in and to do these things virtually until they get to certain votes where they'll need to be there physically, or maybe a proxy vote. You could tell us more about that. But what do you think about the possibility of moving forward with these confirmation hearings? Senators McConnell and Graham seem undeterred, like there is not going to be a delay.
Yeah, that's right. There's not going to be a delay. We're moving forward with the hearings on Monday, September 12th. As you know, Chuck Schumer is committed to do everything he can to block, stop, derail this nomination. We've been having committee meetings for months on Capitol Hill with sometimes the witness and many times the members Skyping in to ask questions. But, when she had her hearing 3 years ago, she was attacked by Dianne Feinstein for her religion. I think they're going to throw the kitchen sink at her. We saw it with Brett Kavanaugh. I expect they're going to try to do everything they can to derail this nomination, and delaying it is part of those tactics.
All right, Senator Barrasso, physician and senator, thank you for popping in. Good to see you tonight.
Great to be with you. Thank you.